Joining us now, a face you know well, who has been called to volunteer. High-profile Seattle lawyer Anne Bremner is in Houston, Texas. Anne, welcome, friend. Tell me, what are the legal issues facing these people?
Well, everything, Nancy. I'll tell you, I got out into the Astrodome today, and that's what I heard from everyone, is they need everything. But the most important, child welfare, adoption, children without parents, custody issues, support, and then, of course, financial assistance, government programs through employers that they had before the disaster struck. And then finally, and I'm sad to say, probate. Of course, there's so many now living, but of course, they also have they're connected to the dead. And they need to know how to deal with probate. Wills are lost. Many died intestate. Most lawyers die intestate. So those are just some of the areas. And this is a call to arms to lawyers, Nancy, and you're doing it here on CNN Headline News. Lawyers need to volunteer, and they need to do it right here, right now.
The other night, everybody, Anne Bremner was with me when I was told I could not go to the hurricane relief effort myself. And sitting there with me after the show the other night, Anne Bremner said, if you can't go, I'll go. And there she is.
Absolutely, Nancy. I hear. And, I just love you because you thought of this.
Now, hold on.
Out here, you thought of this, to get out here and do a call to arms and say, lawyers everywhere in America, you can volunteer. We have a website. It's www.abanet.org. And getting the lawyers ready, getting them here, Nancy, you're putting it out on the air, and bless you for that.
Anne, it's amazing to me that these people have to start from nowhere. They have no birth certificate, no Social Security, and these children that have lost their parents, how are they going to go about getting adopted?
Well, exactly. And, when I walked to the Astrodome today, a little boy walked up to me, and he said he had 7 siblings, and then he said, but 2 of my brothers are dead. And then he went on his way and told me we didn't like where his cot was. I mean, that's just one child. I walked by one woman, I said, how are you? And she said, blessed. People are positive here. They can be lifted. When you lift up others, you lift up yourself. And that's what you've done all your life. And these victims can be empowered to lives really beyond what they had before this. And the lawyers out there, they can help. I mean, it's our highest and best use, frankly. And I think that it's part of our oath to help those that are disenfranchised, those that need our help in times like this, and the biggest catastrophe in the history of our nation. And by the way, let me say something about Houston. Houston's way ahead of the game. And Randy Sorrell here at the Houston Bar Association has been so helpful. They're out here. They have a flyer. I've written on it all kinds of notes from today for help. And they've been helping people here in Houston all along. So I say all lawyers in the nation, volunteer, start with the ABA website, and you put up graphics for hotlines throughout the Gulf states, the affected states.
Anne Bremner, don't move. She's standing by there in Houston at the Astrodome.